That's the way I'll start off the moment of truth. From seeing Greeks all the way from alphas to Qs to deltas to AKAs. I think there were actually zetas too that were very prominent on the AUC's campus during the 90s when I was there, going to Freaknik and being able just to see all the culture of the BGLOs, Black Greek letter organizations. And so literally that was something that was planted in me, probably from elementary going into middle school, right around the Olympics in 92 or 93 or 94 when they were here in Atlanta. So going fast forward into high school, I had a professor by the name of Coach Mitchell. For those that went to East Cobb Middle or Wheeler High School here in Marietta, you know Coach Mitchell. He was an athletic coach for track and also I think an assistant coach for basketball. He was a graduate of Hampton University, where I actually attended majority of my undergrad at. And he was also a Kappa man. So he was a very much so mentor to me while growing up from middle school all the way to high school, and was actually one of the predecessors that pushed me and also just elevated me to learn more about HBCUs, especially the Hampton University in Hampton, Virginia. So Coach Mitchell would always, of course, wear his Kappa paraphernalia proud, his red and white, or his cream. He would always be able to just speak highly of the importance of brotherhood with Kappa Alpha Psi and just the importance of HBCUs and what they play with the grooming of young men in these fraternities. And so bottom line, he led me and told me to go ahead and check out Hampton University, which was one of the colleges and institutions that was in my final 4 choices of going from high school to college. I visited the university on college day, and they actually took me over with wanting to go to Hampton, and Hampton and FAMU were my final 2 choices because I always wanted to go to a HBCU first, although I applied to a couple other PWIs. Hampton and FAMU really were the 2, and Western Kentucky as a 3rd option, just in case that came down to my final selection. So shout out to Hampton sent me my pre-college acceptance letter before FAMU did, literally like a couple days, and I decided to roll with Hampton because I had gone to the college day. I saw that they had beautiful queens that were at Hampton University. The college was safe. It was enclosed in, had gates all around it, so it wasn't an open campus where you could just have any locals or people from Hampton or Newport News just walk on the campus. And so I saw the Greek life. People were stepping. They had like a mini step show. The band was rocking over at Hampton. And so that was my final selection. On top of my mentor and coach at the time, Coach Mitchell, he was also a Hampton man that spoke very highly of Hampton University. And so I decided to start my track with HBCU life. No one in my family, will I also mention, that I knew of was Greek outside of my Uncle Charlie, who was a Q dog. He, I think, had crossed at one of the schools up north, like I think Hunter College. He actually used to teach at Hunter College. And my Uncle Charlie is Trinidadian. My family heritage is from Trinidad and Tobago. And so not a lot of the family members that I know of personally decided to cross into Greeks or being able to even be Eastern Stars or Masons that I know of. And so I had a fresh perspective on basically starting something new when I eventually chose to start on my path into Alpha Land as a charter member of Alpha Phi Alpha.